So you bought a ton of Bitcoin and you're sitting there wondering, oh my God, what the hell? Why is this shit dropping? Guys, if you're a part of 13 Market Moves, you would have known better to short the hell out of it this morning through ticker symbols such as Coin, MSTR, and so on. But guys, why should you be shorting Bitcoin ETF right now? This is what we're going to show you in this historic chart, guys. One chart sometimes will give you a perspective that 1,000 words can describe. And in this brief video, we're going to show you the history of Bitcoin going back to 1917. I was going to say 2017. Hey, this is what was happening when everybody was expecting Bitcoin to first trade its futures back in December 2017. See, all this hype, right? All of these bullish months, October, November, where Bitcoin basically takes off in 2017 from this $3,000 range all the way, rockets higher here, and then it rockets higher here. You have to understand that sometimes things such as Bitcoin, or whether the word things I'm using to describe any sort of stock, any sort of commodity, whatever it is that you're trading, that thing is basically going to rocket higher in the expectation of a certain thing. Well, in this case, it was highly awaited for a long time Bitcoin ETF. And so finally, today, October 19th, you would think, yes, it finally is happening. It should be going higher and nowhere but higher. But exactly the opposite is going to take place today, guys. And if you're part of our alert group, guys, you would have known. You would have made a killing by now just shorting the hell out of some Bitcoin-related names catching the top. By the way, we will show you a live recording on some of those trades. So if you're new to this channel, make sure you watch the next video that's going to show you the actual live trades we've taken. But the question is, why is this happening? So the market has been waiting for this moment as a highly bullish catalyst. But all the expectation has already been priced in, right? When Bitcoin was shooting up to 17,000, 20,000 back in December 2017, that was the peak. So when finally the futures started trading on Bitcoin for the very first time ever, had a little bit of positive momentum for a couple of days, and then this is what happens next. And then this is what happens next. All right, so expect something very similar in Bitcoin behavior now. Bitcoin is very easy to trade, guys, if you understand the patterns and behaviors and the 13 market moves, guys. This was one of the easiest trades ever to be on the short side of Bitcoin this morning, October 19th, just as they're launching the ETF. So for those of you that's been asleep under a rock somewhere, Bitcoin ETF that was launched today, it's trading under ticker BITO. And so initial reaction higher, you always want to bet against the initial reaction. So now you always want to trade in the opposite of the initial reaction. So initial reaction was high from $40.80. It goes to 42. Now it's back down to 40 bucks. So similar actually concept when a lot of IPOs, they go public, they shoot up a little initially higher, and then they sell off. And so a lot of times that happens when there's a lot of hype about something and the expectations are just way overhyped. So earlier this morning we nailed the top right here at 307 on Coin. We're able to get a bunch of guys in on this MSTR puts 720 strike when it was trading right about 747, 746 area. So these are up quite substantially for the day, but we've got more room to run, and that's the purpose of showing you this video, guys. It's still not too late. It's still not too late to short Bitcoin right here at 62, 63,000. Still not too late to short BITO above the 40 range. It's still not too late to short the hell out of Coin and MSTR. These things, guys, based off this historic chart, they still have a ton of room to move lower. Now, don't expect this move necessarily to come in one shot. As you can see, these red candles, they've formed gradually, right? It's not that we have one huge red candle downward, just it's slightly momentum turns bearish and then it accelerates, right? And so we're sort of in this area right here right now. So it's not too late because the bigger move lower is just about to take place. And probably on your mind, okay, well, how low can we drop? And so we'll glance at the current chart. Here's the top information on Bitcoin futures right here. And so we can easily go all the way back down to about 49,000 over the course of the next 7 days. That wouldn't be a shocker at all. History of Bitcoin repeats itself at 90% of the time. I'll throw in another example. Just think about all the Tesla announcements. Let's call this thing right here, let's call this an event. Okay? And so things have a tendency to run into an event. So let's say a company has an announcement. Say Tesla has an announcement. Well, we're announcing a new truck. And so the stock will run up in the expectation of this event, which everybody's highly expecting. And so it'll run up, it'll run up, it'll run up. All the expectations are highly cooked in here. And so after Tesla announces the truck event, what happens? Wow, the truck looks cool, everything's awesome, and the stock plummets. So this phenomena, it's a behavioral pattern of how things trade. So people will buy things in the expectation of this event. Apple announcing the iPhone, that would be an event. Federal Reserve meeting announcing interest rate changes or policy changes, that would be a highly awaited event. So things could be pricing certain things to take at an event, but once event actually takes place, oftentimes you will get the reverse of the reaction. And so a lot of times this will be accompanied by the news. The news media is going to be saying, oh my God, look at this. Well, yeah, it's because of the ETF. And can you only imagine, once the ETF is going to be announced, things are just going to go higher. Oh my God, yeah, no, all these analysts are saying Bitcoin to 100,000. Now it's really going to become real. And so this is sort of the climax of the hype. So you don't want to be, but you can't help it as a normal person, as an individual that is dealing with emotions and facing all these news. You can't separate this hype, but that's exactly what you have to do if you want to be a successful trader. You have to differentiate this sort of behavioral patterns that are climaxing at the same time with what you're seeing is being portrayed in the news. And oftentimes you will make a lot more money betting against those type of circumstances. So if you'd like to learn more about how you can do that with a lot more confidence, proficiency, and really nailing the perfect timing of these sort of situations, guys, make sure you schedule a 20-minute coaching call here at 13 Market Moves, guys. Sign up with a coach here. This is the easiest way to learn the markets. 13mm.com. Make sure you go right here and schedule a call. And yes, as Bitcoin is dropping, here's your chance to get an extra discount by paying with a Bitcoin. Don't be sitting on it right now. It's going to plunge in value anyways. You might as well use it wisely and invest it into your education. That can help you eventually acquire a lot more Bitcoin than what you're currently holding. So check out some of the recent videos here. Some guys recently taken their 100K accounts to over 1 million. Guys, you can do it too if you learn the skills. The question is, are you going to take action? So here's your chance. Go to 13mmtv.com and schedule your call today. Talk to your senior trainer and get started on your road to success. We've taken your trading skills to the next level. Let's roll. I'll catch you guys in the next video soon.